Stop scrolling right now. Seriously, put everything else down because what I am about to tell you is going to completely change how you look at the drone market this year. We are talking about a leak so massive, so disruptive, and frankly, so confusing that it might just force every other camera company to rewrite their business plans overnight. A product listing just appeared on a major Chinese retail platform for exactly 3 seconds before vanishing into thin air. But in the world of the internet, 3 seconds is an eternity. Screenshots were taken. Data was scraped. And what those 3 seconds revealed has sent shockwaves through the entire tech community. We're looking at the potential release of the DJI Avata 360. And if the numbers we saw are even half true, the entire 360-degree drone industry is about to be flipped upside down. I'm talking about pricing so aggressive that I had to pull out my calculator and triple-check the currency conversion rates because it just didn't feel real. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why DJI is making a move that could either be absolute genius or total financial chaos. We're also going to dive into the mystery of the DJI Flip 2, a drone that everyone expects but nobody is talking about properly. This is the deep dive you've been waiting for. Let's get into exactly what went down last week. It started like any other leak, with an eagle-eyed user browsing a Chinese e-commerce platform. They spotted something bizarre. It was a full, complete product listing for a drone that technically doesn't exist yet, labeled the DJI Avata 360. Now, if you follow tech leaks, you know that accidental listings on this specific platform have a reputation. They're almost never wrong. They usually happen when a site admin pushes a publish button a few days too early. This wasn't just a blurry photo of a box in a warehouse. This was a full listing. It had prices. It had specifications. It had bundle configurations. It even had high-resolution product images. Then, faster than you could blink, it was deleted. It disappeared completely. But the damage was done. The images are out there, and the numbers are absolute insanity. Let's talk about those numbers because this is where my jaw literally hit the floor. The listing showed the standalone Avata 360 drone body priced at 2,988 yuan. Now, you might not know what that means off the top of your head, so let me break it down. If you run that through today's exchange rates, you're looking at approximately $410 to $430 US dollars. That is just for the drone. No controller, no goggles, nothing extra. Just the aircraft. If you're sitting there thinking that sounds reasonable, hold that thought because we're just getting started. The bundle options are where things get absolutely wild. There was a package listed that included the DJI RC2 controller for 3,988 yuan. That converts to roughly $550 US dollars. But here's the real kicker. There were 2 premium bundles listed at 5,688 yuan each. That converts to somewhere around $780 to $800 US dollars. These top-tier packages supposedly include multiple batteries, a charging hub, and either FPV goggles or DJI's motion controller. Let me put this in perspective for you, so you understand why this is such a big deal. If you look at the current market for 360-degree camera drones, or even just high-end 360 cameras that you mount on drones, the prices are high. A comparable setup with these features usually pushes past $1,200 or even $1,500 once you buy all the necessary accessories, mounts, and batteries. We are talking about DJI potentially entering the market with pricing that undercuts the established competition by nearly 40 to 50%. That is not just a sale. That is a declaration of war on the competition. It is aggressive, it is unexpected, and it raises a massive question. Can we actually believe this? This is where we need to pump the brakes and think critically. I have covered tech leaks for years, and there is one golden rule. Early pricing is almost never the final pricing. DJI does not typically play in the budget arena. They are a premium brand. They make the best drones in the world, and they charge for that quality. Developing a drone that combines first-person view flight capabilities with 360-degree capture is incredibly expensive. You have to figure out how to stitch the video, how to stabilize the flight, and how to transmit the signal. That is not cheap technology to manufacture. So, what is really happening with these low prices? I see three realistic possibilities here. First, these could be internal placeholder prices. Companies often put random numbers into their database systems for preliminary market testing within China specifically. They might just be holding the spot on the web page. Second, and this is very likely, they might be pre-tariff and pre-certification figures. These prices likely do not account for international regulations, import taxes, shipping costs, or the markup that regional retailers need to add to make a profit. Third, and this is the cynical take, they could be intentionally leaking lower numbers. This is marketing 101. You leak a low price to generate exactly this kind of buzz and conversation. You get everyone excited, you get the internet talking, and then when the real price comes out, everyone is already paying attention. Let's be honest about the global pricing reality. When these devices hit international markets like the US or Europe, you're going to see additional costs pile on. You have FCC certification in the United States. You have CE marking for Europe. You have shipping logistics. Historically, DJI's Chinese domestic pricing runs about 15 to 25% lower than what we see in Western markets. So, if we do the math on these leak numbers and add that premium, we're looking at potentially $500 to $600 for the base unit and maybe $900 to $1,000 for the premium bundles internationally. But even with that adjustment, we are still talking about remarkably aggressive positioning. That is what makes this leak so fascinating. Even if the final prices climb by 30% before launch, DJI would still be undercutting established competitors significantly. That is not an accident. That is a calculated strategy. Now, we have to talk about the technical specifications from this leak, because this is where the credibility gets tested. The listing claimed that the Avata 360 features a single 1-inch image sensor. It said it supports 6K video recording at 60 frames per second with HDR capability. It also mentioned omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. On paper, that sounds pretty impressive for the price point we just discussed. A 1-inch sensor is great for low light and dynamic range. But here's the problem. These specs directly contradict earlier rumors that have been circulating for months. Previous insider leaks suggested a dual sensor configuration. Some sources were even claiming 8K, 360-degree video capture capabilities. That is a massive discrepancy that we cannot just ignore. So what does this mismatch actually tell us? In my opinion, 3 scenarios make sense. Scenario 1 is that this listing represents an early prototype configuration. Maybe DJI started with a single sensor and then upgraded it during development, and this listing is just old data. Scenario 2 is that we are looking at a mid-tier model. Maybe there are multiple versions planned. There could be an Avata 360 Pro and a standard Avata 360. Scenario 3 is that the leak is partially accurate, but mixing details from different development stages. None of these scenarios would surprise me. DJI has a documented history of testing multiple hardware configurations internally before finalizing production models. Remember the Mini 3? That drone went through at least 2 major hardware revisions before it actually launched. Based on regulatory feedback and user testing data, complex products like this don't get finalized overnight. There are thermal management considerations to think about. 360 cameras get hot. Drones get hot. When you combine them, you have a heat problem. Then you have flight stability calibrations. Changing the sensor weight changes how the drone flies. You have battery life optimization challenges. All of these things might necessitate hardware changes during development. The takeaway here isn't that the leak is fake. It is that we are probably seeing a snapshot of a moving target. DJI is clearly working on something in this category, but the final product might look different from what leaked. Let's step back from the numbers for a second and look at the bigger strategic picture. What is DJI actually trying to accomplish here? Why would they price a cutting-edge drone so low? I think they are making a calculated bet on market expansion over margin maximization. Let me explain what I mean by that. The 360-degree drone market right now is tiny. It is a niche within a niche. To fly a 360 drone effectively right now, you need specialized knowledge. You need to know how to reframe footage. You need to know how to fly FPV. The barrier to entry isn't just price, it is complexity. The learning curve is steep, and the content creation workflow is complicated. By potentially offering a more accessible price point combined with DJI's reputation for user-friendly interfaces, they're not just competing for existing 360 drone users. They're trying to create entirely new users. They want the average person to feel comfortable buying this. Here's my hot take that might be controversial. I think DJI is willing to sacrifice profit margins on the hardware itself because they are building an ecosystem play. Think about it. Once you're invested in DJI's 360 platform, you are buying their batteries. You are buying their memory cards. You are buying their ND filters. You are potentially paying for their cloud storage subscriptions or using their editing software. That is where the real long-term revenue sits. It is not in the initial hardware sale. It is in the lifetime value of the customer. But, and this is crucial, DJI also isn't stupid about cannibalization. They're not going to price this so aggressively that it destroys sales of their higher-end systems like the Inspire series or their premium FPV offerings. The final pricing structure will be carefully calibrated to create clear differentiation between consumer, prosumer, and professional tiers. That is Product Line Management 101. My prediction is that when this officially launches, we will see the base price coming around $549 to $599 internationally. The premium bundles will likely land between $899 and $1,099. That is still aggressive. It is still disruptive. But it has enough margin built in to protect DJI's profitability and avoid destroying their premium positioning. Now, while everyone is obsessing over the Avata 360 leak, there's another DJI product that has been conspicuously absent from conversations. I'm talking about the DJI Flip 2. Honestly, that silence might be more telling than any leak could be. Let's establish context first. The original DJI Flip launched with a very specific mission. It was designed to be the safest, most approachable drone for absolute beginners. It had built-in propeller guards. It had intuitive controls. It was under 250 grams to avoid registration requirements in most countries. It had a price point that didn't induce sticker shock. It wasn't trying to compete with the Mini series on image quality or the Air series on performance. It carved out its own lane, focused entirely on accessibility and confidence for first-time pilots. So, where's the sequel? Here is the reality check nobody wants to hear. DJI typically operates on 18 to 24-month refresh cycles for consumer drones, but that timeline isn't guaranteed. It is dependent on demand. The original Flip is still relatively young in product life cycle terms. More importantly, there are zero credible leaks suggesting an imminent Flip 2 announcement. I check the supply chain reports. I look for regulatory filings. I look for prototype sightings. There is nothing. When DJI is genuinely close to launching something, the leak ecosystem activates across multiple channels simultaneously. We see entries in regulatory databases. We see reports from suppliers in the manufacturing chain. We see beta tester NDAs getting violated. We see retailer system leaks. That pattern hasn't emerged for a Flip 2. This tells me we are realistically looking at late 2026 at the earliest for a Flip 2, possibly even 2027. If and when a Flip 2 does materialize, you need to temper your expectations for revolutionary changes. This product category is about refinement, not reinvention. The camera system might see improved image processing algorithms for better low-light performance and more consistent color science. But don't expect a massive sensor upgrade that would add weight and cost. Flight time could improve incrementally through more efficient motors or battery chemistry improvements, maybe getting us to 22 or 25 minutes instead of the current 18 to 20. The real innovation opportunity sits in software and intelligent features. We might see improved subject tracking that actually works reliably. We might see more refined gesture controls that don't require perfect conditions. We might see expanded quickshot mod, ES that appeal to social media creators. DJI has proven repeatedly that smart software can deliver meaningful improvements without requiring complete hardware overhauls. So, here is the practical question for you. What should you actually do with this information? If you're in the market for a 360 drone right now, should you wait for the Avata 360? If you're considering a beginner drone, should you hold out for a Flip 2? For the Avata 360 situation, here's my take. If you don't currently own a 360 drone and you've been waiting for the right entry point, it is probably worth waiting another few months to see if this materializes. The value proposition, even with adjusted pricing, seems potentially strong enough to justify patience. However, if you need something immediately for specific projects or content deadlines, don't put your creative work on hold for an unconfirmed product with no official launch date. For the Flip 2 question, my answer is simpler. Don't wait. With no concrete leaks, no regulatory breadcrumbs, and no clear timeline, you could be sitting on the sidelines for a year or more. The current Flip remains a solid choice for its intended audience right now. Technology will always improve. That is the nature of the game. But opportunities and creative moments don't wait for product refresh cycles. Look, here's the bottom line that nobody else is saying clearly enough. These leaks, whether intentional or accidental, reveal that DJI is actively pushing into new territory with aggressive positioning strategies. The Avata 360, if it launches anywhere near these leaked price points, represents a legitimate market disruption attempt. The Flip 2 silence suggests DJI is comfortable letting the current model mature before rushing into a refresh cycle. I'm going on record with a prediction right now. I believe the Avata 360 will launch officially within the next 4 months. I think it will be priced at $599 for the base unit in the US market. And I think it is going to outsell DJI's internal projections by at least 30% because they are underestimating the pin-up demand at that price point. Screenshot this. Call me out if I am wrong, but that is where the data points. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think DJI can actually deliver a quality 360 FPV drone at these prices, or are we all setting ourselves up for disappointment? Drop your honest take in the comments below. And if you think I am completely wrong about the Flip 2 timeline, tell me why. I genuinely want to hear opposing viewpoints. If this analysis added value to your day and helped you make sense of these confusing leaks, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the algorithm show this video to more people who need this information. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out when the official announcements drop. I'll have breakdowns ready within hours. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.